Hello there, this is Carl Davidson for physicianassistantrecruiting.com, and I want to talk to you for a minute about whether you should do the recruiting yourself or whether you should hire a professional like us to do it for you. Now, once you've decided to recruit a PA, what do you do? Let's assume you've decided. Now, how do you go about finding a good one? And how do you present your opportunity in a way that will attract the very best PA to your opportunity? Well, I'll be honest, I'm prejudiced. After many, many years, I believe that your best advantage is to use a professional recruiter like Physician Assistant Recruiting. Now, we are professional recruiters with over 30 years of recruiting people in every aspect of business and professions. Now, after 30 years of watching clients do it themselves, I believe you get the best results when you use professionals, and that's what I'm going to try to share with you in this video, and you can make your own decision. Now, remember, I could have saved a lot and done my heart bypass surgery by myself at home, but no, I went with the professionals that had the tools, the expertise, and the experience, and I believe I made a good decision, and I think it's the same kind of decision for you. Now, let's take a look at what it takes to do the recruiting yourself. First of all, you'll probably ask people you know, and it's a big but, that leads to problems, because if a colleague recommends a certain person and you don't accept them, maybe they're not right for you, does that lead to hard feelings? Or, if somebody recommends a relative of theirs and you don't accept it, is that going to cause problems? So asking people you know has a certain risk to it, okay? Now, you can certainly advertise in newspaper and journals, but I'm going to try to show you in the next slide that might not be your best value. But the most important thing is it takes time to recruit and even to contact busy PAs. Let's say you've got a couple minutes, you step out and make a call. You don't know how long it takes to reach people that work unusual hours and are tied up a lot with patients. So just taking the time to contact PAs, to let them get back to you, to answer your questions and let you offer the opportunity, can take up a lot of time. Now, next I want to talk about advertising without remorse. You see, when you advertise, if it doesn't work, they don't give you your money back. So let's say you pay $1,500 for an advertisement in a magazine or a journal or a newspaper. If you get no good candidates, they still keep your money. Now, at Physician Assistant Recruiting, we only charge you if we're successful, if you hire someone we've sent to you. But newspapers, magazines, journals, oh no, they keep your money whether you're successful or not. So when you think about spending $1,500 for an ad, that may end up being $4,500 or $6,000 if you don't get the right person the first time. Now, if you spend that kind of money and don't get results, do you feel lucky enough to try again? And that causes a couple of problems. One is you might give up, and two is you might accept someone you don't really feel is the right person just because you don't want to go through that again. Now, I can tell you that big bills are easy to accumulate in advertising. You think you're only going to spend this much, but if it doesn't work, you end up spending double, triple, quadruple what you had in mind. As a matter of fact, many of our clients tell us they spend more than our fee just on advertising. So I think it's something you should consider before you go too far. Now, here's a point many people don't realize, and that is the best PA may not be looking to change. Now, if you only advertise in journals and magazines, you're only getting the PAs that are looking to change. And they may not be the best. The best ones generally are satisfied where they are and they're not looking. And it takes a company like ourselves that has connections and people we know we can call and see, try to talk them into considering it, that sort of thing. Once they see your opportunity, they may well be interested, but they may never see it. Now, those who may be looking are definitely often not the best ones. They might be the people that are hard to get along with, that are let go a lot, that have had some kind of problems. Those people are definitely looking. Now, I'm not saying there's no good PAs looking. They certainly are. But I think we can expand your pool of candidates by talking to great PAs that are not currently looking. We reach them by many other means that are not available just by placing ads or talking to your friends. Now, I use a quote from the Bible here. Many are called, but few are chosen. It takes a lot of interviews to find the right person. Now, if you do it yourself, you miss the opinion of recruiting professionals. Now, your opinion is definitely the most important for your practice, but we may be able to point out things in the interviews we did, in the resume we did, that may not have come up during your interview. So it's always good to get a second opinion, and I believe our opinions add quite a bit to our clients. But the most important thing about recruiting to realize is it takes hours. If you interview 15 good candidates, that might take 30 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours. Now, do you want to do a second interview before you make up your mind? That might take 40 hours. So your practice still goes on. You're not going to take time away from your practice. So you tend to do these interviews during your personal hours, and it takes up lots of your family time, your personal time, and lots of it. And again, that's what makes many people settle, because they're just too tired with the whole process to keep looking. And we solve that problem. Now, as I'm saying, many times when you do it yourself, you have a smaller selection pool. Most professionals who recruit their own choose from far less candidates than the ones who deal with us. They tend to settle because they're tired of the strain on their practice, their family, their hours, their wallet, and so on. And this can cause them to need more recruiting later, because if we make the wrong decision, often we have to replace that PA and go through the whole cycle again. It can become a real burden. Now remember, the most important thing here is we only earn if you hire. So unless the cost, unlike the cost and struggle if you do it yourself, we only earn if you hire. That magazine or newspaper keeps your money whether you get a good person or not. We do not. There's no deposit, no expenses. You must succeed before you incur any cost or effort at all. So we do the work. We don't charge you unless you're completely happy. Now, then finally, don't forget that we have the No Tears Guarantee, a 6-month guarantee. Now, employers without this guarantee, if you do it yourself or you use a company that doesn't give you a guarantee, they tend to keep their mistakes. Let's say you hire a PA and it just isn't working out. 3 months later, you're thinking, nah, this just isn't the right person. Without the guarantee, many people accept less than what they really wanted, because they're not going to go through it again. They don't want to spend the money again, and I can understand that. But remember, with our 6-month guarantee, if the PA leaves your practice, or if you ask them to leave, we will replace them. We'll use the same effort we used the first time to find a replacement you're satisfied with. Now, so the question is, could you face it all again? After all that work and effort, if you thought you made a mistake, would you be willing to try again? Now, let's talk about for a minute why we want to help if it doesn't work out. Because some people say, oh yeah, I'll bet you try as hard to replace them. Well, we do. And we do it both for moral reasons and for the fact that we want your business. And we want you to be proud to tell people that we did a good job. So we are not going to leave you hanging. If it didn't work out, we will work just as hard as we did the first time to find a great replacement for that PA. Now, if you'd like to get more information on how we can help you, you can go to our website at www.physician-assistant-recruiting.com, or give me a call, Carl Davidson, 716-218-8981. Thanks for watching.